Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
What's on Tap podcast. Coming back to our roots. We are once again, for the first time in a long time, very, very, very long time, out in a public space recording again.
And actually asking people, hey, what's on tap?
We are. We did that just a second ago when we were downstairs and figuring out what beers to get.
Yes.
So today we are in Salluhallen in Malmö. And this is an interesting place because it's just a mishmash of different types of restaurants and stores. And so you get everything here from like pizza to Reuben sandwich to ice cream, poke bowls, ramen, steak, seafood, just falafel, just kind of a mishmash of everything you could think of. What they also have is quite an interesting collection of beers at the different locations too. Matisse and I did an episode here maybe 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and they did not have a very good beer selection. It has really, really changed.
Also, when they started Malmö Salluhallen, you weren't allowed to take your beer to the common dining area. There was some problem with the alcohol license. You had to sit and drink the beer close to the place where you ordered it, meaning that if you bought beers from different places, you could not sit with your friend. That has definitely changed.
I'm kind of curious if the rule has changed or people just aren't enforcing it. Because I see, because now you just kind of get your stuff and go sit wherever you want and then go outside and have beers or whatever. No one's saying anything, so...
Knowing Swedish law, I think the law didn't change, but they changed the alcohol license. I think before everyone had their separate licenses.
So now what you're saying is they got one for the whole building.
Yes.
That changes things completely.
I think so.
And then you just kind of maybe buy into the license if you're going to sell alcohol.
I think so.
That makes much more sense.
But the fun thing is walking around here and seeing that basically every vendor who sells beers have different beers.
Yeah. It's not like everyone's selling... Tuborg and Spindrips and Mariestad,
Exactly.
There's actually not a lot. I don't think there's really any Norrlands Guld or Star Promen or anything. It's all craft beer in some way or another, or imported in somewhere.
You and I are also we're like mentally tuned to locate craft beer. Yeah. We don't see the macro lagers as much.
True, but there's almost always a Carlsberg somewhere.
Yes.
Or a Mariestad somewhere. And I literally do not remember seeing any of those kind of. The closest thing I kind of remember seeing is there was a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah.
At one of the places. But otherwise it's like Sibarps and
Remarlöv. We saw Nils Oskar. We saw actually some Sudden Death, the German brewery. Mm-hmm. A lot of different German, like Vulcan and Weihenstephaner. Wait, not Weihenstephaner. Weltenberger.
Yeah. There was some.
But the funny thing is that these venues seem to really have niched themselves. There was the pizza place had a lot of Remarlöv and not a lot of other things.
No.
Another place had a lot of Sibarps and nothing else. So they really managed to niche themselves, which I think is really nice.
Yeah, it is, because you don't see a lot of overlap or people selling the same beers just everywhere you go.
No.
The place we went today, I think, has one of the better beer selections in Malmö. It's called
Poms Mackor.
Poms Mackor, yeah. And we were able to find they have 4 taps. One is they had a Goza, they had just a lager, and then they had something from Alefarm and something in a regular tap that they just dedicate to a mager. So they're always having a mager beer, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah, but they also have a lot of bottles and cans, and that's where you found the second beer.
Yeah.
So one beer actually asking what's on tap, and then a can. Right. That's a good choice.
That is a good choice. And if you do make it to Malmö Salluhallen, I cannot recommend the Reuben enough. I think I raved about it quite a lot the last time we were here, and my opinion has not changed. Every time I come here, I think, I'm going to get something different. No, it's always the Reuben. Yeah. It's just so good. All right, so first up we have the Alefarm, and this is the one that you picked, Martin.
Yes.
So what do we got here?
It's called A New You, and it's called an American IPA. Mm-hmm. I've already sniffed it.
does not smell like an American IPA.
No, it's very tangy.
Yeah.
So should we approach this as a beer or as an IPA?
Let's just approach it as a beer and see what happens, and
sure.
then we can refine our thing. Yeah. The color is cloudy, kind of hazy, nothing like a haze bomb.
Looks like a standard.
Yeah, just a standard. Yeah, hazy IPA. All right, cheers.
But the smell, the aroma, there's not a lot of hops. There's some tangy fruits.
It's kind of citrusy, almost a little sour smelling in the nose. Yeah.
Let's try it.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, it's pretty damn tasty.
That's tangy citrus for sure.
It's almost like it's more like a too old sour IPA.
Yes,
I would say than a classic American. Is it all it said on the on Untappd was American IPA?
Yeah.
Wow.
So someone ordering this expecting an IPA will be sorely disappointed. Mm-hmm. But us liking sour beers.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the too old Sir Citra.
Yes. It really does.
Yeah. If you were to hand me this, then I would just try to ooh, Sir Citra, because almost the one with cedar too, a little bit like that one, which I was a huge fan of. But I think this is really in my wheelhouse of beer styles.
I agree. I can't help but comparing it to other sour IPAs or other sour beers. So maybe it's falling a little flat for me. It's just citrus. It's nothing else.
Yeah, that's the kind of the problem. Is there is no hops.
No.
This is mostly just kind of a lightly soured, tangy kind of beer.
Yeah.
Which on a hot summer day would be perfect because it just it smells great, it drinks easy. I don't. You remember what the ABV on this is? Around 6 something.
Something like that. It's 6.5.
That's what I thought. And I could easily drink a few of these. I think. Without feeling like palate burnout or getting a sour burn in the back of my throat.
I could just have easily had guessed 4%.
Yeah, because it's super smooth, very easy to drink. Overall, I quite like it as a lightly soured beer.
Yeah.
As an IPA, this really misses the mark.
Yes, it really does. But I'm not rating it as an IPA. I'm rating it based on flavor. I still think it falls short. It's not very complex. It has one flavor, and I've tasted beers that they do the sour, lemony taste better.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give this a 3.75.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. I was going to do a 3.5 to 375. Okay. So I'll just round up to 375 as well.
Whenever you say that it's right up your wheelhouse, I automatically expect above 4.
No, because I mean it's like it's in like the flavors that I enjoy and I look for. So I'm going to enjoy this beer no matter what.
I get it.
Is it a great example of the beer? Is it a great beer? That's another question altogether.
I'm just trying to figure out where your wheelhouse is.
Well, sour IPAs is one of those wheelhouses.
Apparently.
All right, so moving on to a collaboration beer. We have Interacting Galaxies, which is an IPA. It's a collaboration between Dry and Bitter and Secret Sisters Brewing out of Malmö. So Dry and Bitter is Danish, out of Copenhagen, and Secret Sisters is from Malmö. So they're on the rise. They're from the
Minus One
brewery out of Bischofsholm, Gustavstorg.
We are big fans of all 4 brewers. Secret Sisters.
Yeah, right now they're really killing it. They've got some pretty great brewers coming out of Minus One.
Yeah.
And I think Secret Sisters is among the best of them. I really look forward to whenever they have something out. So this was one that I had for the first time on my birthday a couple of months ago.
Nice.
And then I had it on can a few weeks ago. And so when I saw it here to review, I thought, I want to have this on the show because, any way I can kind of help talk about Secret Sisters, I'm always excited about.
I agree.
All right.
So let's sniff it. It looks like it looks like a New England IPA. It's very hazy, more hazy than the New You.
It is hazy, but you're not getting the sediment in the bottom of the glass, which we poured the entire can out. We didn't agitate or anything before, so we're getting the full experience here.
Yes, and it smells really nice.
Super tropical.
Yes, a lot of hops.
Yeah. All right.
Want to taste it? Cheers.
Of course.
Oh yeah, that's hitting the spot.
Yeah. So we're with the first beer with missing hops altogether. This is like poof hops. It's like pow hot bomb.
It's coating the mouth. A lot of oils that really they still linger. This is a nice aftertaste.
Do we say what the name of this beer was? Interacting Galaxies.
Interacting Galaxies.
Yeah, I don't remember if we did or not. So
it.
I wanted to say it just to make sure. This comes in at 6.5, so it's not too hard to drink a can of.
Nope.
It's features Galaxy, Amarillo, and Idaho 7 hops. Sometimes beautiful things come from serendipitous encounters.
Oh, serendipity.
Yes. And I would say this is a beautiful encounter.
Yes.
I'm also loving the artwork.
Yeah, it's like psychedelic
flamingos,
cranes or something. Some kind of weird bird on a weird land. Strangers in a strange land.
This is really nice. I mean, this is kind of everything I look for in a. This is a dry hopped IPA, right? It has to be.
Maybe it's not dry hopped. Let's assume that it is.
Yeah, it doesn't say it is on the can, but it kind of feels like it is. There's a lot of residual hops in the aftertaste, and it feels like you would get from a double dry hopped kind of beer.
Yeah.
But nothing says that, huh?
No.
Okay, so we'll assume that it's not.
Yeah. And as far as I know, Secret Sisters have actually done a number of collaborations recently. They did something with PAX. They did something with... I don't remember them all. It's difficult when there are so many beers.
Yeah.
But I think they've been on like a small tour of collaborating.
It's a good way to get your name out, establish yourself as a brewer, and kind of spread the word. Also, get your beers into market where
make new friends.
If you're only brewing inside of one bar in Malmö, if you don't go to that bar, people aren't going to find your beers.
Exactly.
So it's good that they're getting out there, sharing the love, spreading the name around a little bit. So it's really great.
Completely agree.
Mm-hmm. And this beer, if they can do stuff like this, man, I can't wait to try their other stuff. So, what would you give this one?
This is difficult. I'm between two ratings. I'm between a 4 and a 4.25. I might land on the 4. I need to drink this entire glass before I can decide. So right now I'm on a 4, but if it keeps building and building and coating my mouth and the aftertaste keeps accumulating, it'll rise to a 4.25.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. It's a little cold, so I think it'll open up a little bit more the warmer it gets.
Yeah.
But it's not so cold that it's just freezing your tongue.
No.
It's just right actually in the area where it probably should be.
Probably, but I think it will open up a little bit. So it might after this podcast episode, it might actually become a 4.25.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think I've given it a 4.25 the last 2 times I've had it, and I think I'm gonna stick with that. It's thoroughly delightful. If you can find a can, definitely grab it while it's around and available still.
Yep.
Because you're not going to be disappointed.
I think they actually managed to fill Malmö with this. I think a lot of bars have had it or have it at the moment of recording. I've at least seen
3 or 4 places that have had cans of it.
Yeah. I think both Bishops. I think Opopoppa, Beer Ditch.
I know.
Beer Ditch definitely.
Yeah.
So at least a few places.
All right. So it's around.
Yeah. And that's good. When it's a Malmö-based brewery, Secret Sisters, it needs to be in Malmö bars.
You hope so.
Yeah.
But you never know with these things because it was brewed in dry and bitter. Maybe it never made it over here very easily.
Exactly.
Only went to online shops maybe. So.
But that's sad. That's not a perfect collaboration in my mind. A perfect collaboration should be available in both breweries' countries.
But that doesn't happen very often.
No, exactly. That's why I'm bringing it up. The fact that this is brewed in Denmark and is so readily available in Malmö is good. I think
it's very good.
It's Dry and Bitter has a lot of respect for Secret Sisters, and that I think that affects the distribution.
Yeah, for sure.
Like let's set off maybe half. Maybe they actually set off half of the production to Sweden.
That would be wonderful.
That would be really cool. It really is everywhere.
Yeah. All right. You can find us online at what'sontappodcast.com. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, not LinkedIn. Ugh.
LinkedIn, that's a new one.
Yeah.
iTunes,
Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you can find podcasts online. So until next time,
keep drinking, you dum-dum.